Welcome back to another exciting episode of Two Guys,
a podcast,
and
I'm a girl.
That was kind of just blunt and to the point there.
Okay.
Javi's not a girl. He's just not with us right now.
Hannah's a girl.
And she's joining us.
Right now.
Luckily, she safely made it here in one piece without getting her car destroyed.
Luckily, because we all know
someone's in a little bit of I believe it was Saturday Night Live. She's a little bit of an accident Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that mailbox wasn't too happy about that.
And the garage door wasn't happy about that. And my taillight wasn't happy about that. And my both side mirrors weren't happy about that. Okay, moving on.
We could probably do an entire show about all the wrecks you've been in the space of 2 months.
In the space of, I've only had my car for a day.
So, yeah, well, that's another story, I guess. Maybe we'll bring you back as another substitute for Javi one day.
All right.
But today we're going to do a little bit of... We were going to do Oscars, but that was just boring as hell to me, to be honest.
Except for Lady Gaga, because she did me proud. So
Lady Gaga was there?
Let's just point that out, that she just has a lot of class.
Hey, Lady Gaga was there?
You know? Yes, Lady Gaga was there. For anyone that watched, she was absolutely amazing. And we're not going to talk about anything else about the Oscars because Neil Patrick Harris is perfect and nothing really exciting happens.
Doesn't he host like every single year though?
He hosts everything in my life.
Wow.
But yeah. Anyway.
It's kind of going down a weird territory having a girl on this podcast.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of odd. We're not used to this back and forth. So, in keeping up, I guess, Oscars, movies, all that fun stuff, right? Why not look forward to some of the great movies coming out this year?
So today we're gonna do a pre-review of movies to come in March.
I guess it'd be like a review of the trailers that we've seen, right?
Yeah. Or anyway, yeah. Sure.
I don't think we should. I think we should just do it to the ones we care about in March, and then maybe look past March a little bit too.
And I mean, if you guys care about some, feel free to post, and maybe we'll think about doing a review on those.
No, we will not.
You have a voice. Use it.
I don't have to listen to it though.
Okay.
Anyway, let's kick it off with Chappie coming out next Friday.
Okay, so from what my dad has said, Chappie is really sad.
What?
It looks sad. He's just a lonely robot.
He's not a lonely robot. He's a robot that's supposed to set mankind free and release them from this oppressive government.
And Wall-E wasn't a sad robot?
Wall-E was happy and pimping life.
Wall-E was a sad robot.
He was not
He was
sad.
very lonely, and I feel like Chappie may be the same. I feel like Chappie is just like Wall-E.
Did you watch the trailer? Did you watch the trailer?
I didn't watch the trailer. So let's read what it says. For Chappie 2015, it's 120 minutes long.
Are you seriously going to read exactly what you see here?
In the near future, crime is patrolled by an oppressive, mechanized police force. When one police droid, Chappie, is stolen and given new programming, he becomes the first robot with the ability to think and feel for himself. Okay, most human beings don't like to think and feel, especially for themselves. So just imagine a robot who has been patrolling people for years, and he has all these memories of probably awful things that he's done, and then suddenly he can feel.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You done talking? Because that was like a 40-minute... Well, actually, no, it was about 3 minutes.
Okay.
You just went on there, didn't you?
But I feel bad for Chappie.
Because he's doing his job?
I feel bad for Chappie because he can feel.
But he's doing his job.
He's doing his job, which is great, but some people hurt when they do their job. Like robots who were patrolling the human race and then suddenly they can feel.
Yeah, but okay, he's supposed to free us from the bad people.
I just see it like, okay, you know how your iPhone sucks after you get the new iOS? I feel like Chappie's upgrade is like the iOS 7.
Wait, hold on. Does he have Apple Maps on it?
But he has Apple Maps.
So he's going to get lost.
He can't download Google Maps, guys. He can't.
So he's going to get lost the entire time. Poor guy.
Anyway, from my perspective, I just think that he could be a really sad robot, even though it seems like Wall-E and iRobot made a baby and made this movie.
Okay, so, I mean, so what do you think it's going to do? Would you give it 2 thumbs as you should go see it, or...
I think 2 thumbs, you should go see it. It seems like the acting would be good. It seems like the storyline should be fine.
And it's got Hugh Jackman in it.
Exactly, Hugh Jackman. I don't see a reason not to go see this movie.
Exactly. I'm right there with you. I think we'll definitely be going to see Chappie and doing a review on it. That is for sure.
Agreed.
Let's see. We got second best exotic Marigold Hotel,
which I haven't seen the first best exotic Marigold Hotel, so no.
I didn't even know that was a movie.
Okay, moving on.
Let's see. We got Unfinished Business with Vince Vaughn.
Let's
Dave
go ahead
Franco,
and skip to...
No. I want to talk about Unfinished Business.
Okay. Haven't seen the preview for this one.
The only thing I remember is Dave Franco standing there with an apple on his head and getting hit with a dart in the chest.
Oh, I have seen that preview.
Exactly.
I have seen that preview.
You know, I think I'll watch it just because it looks funny.
I think I'll watch it because Dave Franco and Vince Vaughn are awesome. I love their movies. However, I think it's sad that I couldn't even remember seeing the preview for this movie.
Until I mentioned him getting hit
That's
with a dart.
a little sad. But you know what? I think I may just go see it because I like to laugh. Love Dave Franco. Vince Vaughn, you're awesome. If you're listening to this, which you're probably not.
Okay, you can stop now. Stop. What are you going to move on to here?
Cinderella. We've got to talk about Cinderella.
Don't care for it. Okay.
I have no interest in watching Cinderella.
Javier,
I feel obligated to, but...
Javier, who's not here with us once again, is going to hate me for saying this.
Shout out.
But I'm not going to go see it, dude. I just can't.
Which is fine, because you know what? I don't think you have to go see every movie. It's okay not to want to see a movie. It does not appeal to me. Yeah.
And then, of course, let's talk about Taken 4. I mean, Run All Night.
Oh, you mean Taken 4? Oh, you mean where Liam Neeson's family is in danger and he goes and saves them or avenges them? No!
Exactly.
He never does those movies.
I think Liam Neeson has pretty much fallen into the... I have a certain set of skills, and I'm going to use it. And his set of skills is he's going to make the same exact movie over and over and over. And don't get me wrong, they're pretty good normally. They're pretty good. But it's the same movie, repackaged just about, with a different name, and that's about it.
My issue is that, Liam, dude, you were God once, you trained Batman, and now all you do is avenge your family members.
But it's Liam Neeson.
But Liam Neeson, please.
It's Liam Neeson.
Find a movie with a different plot. Please. I know you like a specific plot, and that's great. But try something different. I'm sure the movie will be great. I don't see why you wouldn't go see it, other than the fact that you've already seen 3 of them before.
Technically 4. Don't forget Walk Among the Tombstones.
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. And then Unknown. Oh! Okay.
It's pretty much the same thing. Let's talk about Insurgent a little bit here.
Okay. Let me read about that one, because I don't know what it is.
It's part of that Divergent.
I didn't see Divergence, but let's see. Okay. Beatrice Pryor must confront her inner demons and continue her fight against a powerful alliance which threatens to tear her society apart with the help from others on her...
Can you be any slower on that? I mean, I think that just put half the people to sleep.
I'm sorry. I love Shailene Woodley, though. She's a good actress.
Oh, the chick from Divergence.
Yeah.
So, I didn't see the first one. If I go see this one, I'll have to watch the first one first.
Exactly.
I heard it's supposed to be a trilogy, so...
It is. It's based on books, right?
God, why does it have to be based on books?
I'm pretty sure. Even if I'm wrong, it's still, she's a good actress. I'm sure the first one was good. I heard good things about it.
Well, I think we have it. I guess I might have to watch it this weekend and then go see
Insurgent
help me see if I want to go see Insurgent.
Yeah.
The next movie I'm looking forward to, at least, one of my favorite comedians,
Kevin
Hart! He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
Oh my God, you spiked. I would like to apologize for anyone that had their speakers or headphones on really high just now. She just spiked the audio really bad. Thanks.
Sorry. My voice is just at this natural level that only dogs can usually hear.
You just deafened like half the audience right now.
So while you're recovering, we're just going to talk about Get Hard with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell.
Pretty much from what I got out of the trailer is Kevin Hart pretends to be this wannabe gangster and he's trying to make Will Ferrell, get street cred, so to say. Mm-hmm. So Kevin Hart has no street cred, but he's trying to pretend he's somebody that has street cred to give somebody that doesn't have street cred.
Basically. So what it says is that Kevin Hart's character is trying to train Will Ferrell's character to prep him to go behind bars. So I think it sounds like perfection. I think if there were ever 2 people that I would love to see in a movie together, it would be Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell.
Do you think
they're hilarious?
Do you think Will Ferrell's going to bring out Gator?
I think Gator is going to have to protect some of his...
Some of his
friends.
His friends, yeah.
He's just a guy protecting his friends.
Gator don't play that.
Gator don't play that. Always wear jimmies.
Oh, man. I gotta go watch that movie again.
Yeah.
I really do. That oh, God. Who was him and...
Mark Wahlberg.
He's a peacock. You gotta let him fly.
You gotta let him fly. All right. Sorry for the little tangent there about the hilarious movie.
Okay, what was the name of that movie anyway? Was it the Other Guys?
The Other Guys.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, we are a hot mess.
Shoot for the bushes.
Oh, man.
Oh,
but yeah, anyway, we think that would be actually a pretty good movie to watch. I think
that's going to be a pretty good comedy. April 3rd.
Oh, we have time to move on to April now.
Yeah, we're
pretty
move
cool.
On to April.
We're rushing right through these.
Furious 7.
Furious 7, I feel obligated to watch it.
Why?
Yeah, I may not pay to watch it, but I mean, I watched the first Batman movie with... No, not the first one, but I watched the Dark Knight because Heath Ledger died, so I feel like I have to watch Furious 7 because Paul Walker died.
I'm going to say this.
Maybe I'll like it.
I'm going to say
I liked Batman.
Jason Statham, Cars,
Perfect.
and Cars. Perfect. I'm there. I'll go watch it.
Jason Statham's awesome.
And he has a car. There's cars involved
Yeah,
with Jason Statham.
There's Vin Diesel, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Jason Statham. I'm going to watch it. I'm a woman. And most of you probably will watch it too.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing a car get dropped out of an airplane in the trailer.
Perfection.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I mean, why not?
They went ahead and made a Paul Blart
Part
Mall
2.
Cop 2.
My problem is that we still have not seen an Incredibles Part 2. However...
That's
my
what we're
issue
going to
with
complain
it.
about.
I would just love to see Incredibles Part 2, but you know what? Paul Blart Part 2, won't pay to see it. Probably if someone else has it, I'll borrow it, watch it.
I'll
laugh a little bit. I don't think I want to go to theaters to see it.
I'll go to theaters and watch it just because it's a nice little comedy, and there's nothing really in between to prep me for Age of Ultron, which comes out May 1st.
Oh, May 1st. The best day of most people's lives. Age of Ultron. Honestly, if they disappoint people, I'm going to have to write a very strongly worded letter to everybody.
See, since the first Avengers, and a lot of people... This is the thing. If you go watch a movie and the first thing you point out is, oh my god, that's not believable, or oh my god, that's fake... You should not be going to watch movies.
You shouldn't be reading books. You shouldn't be in the real world because a lot of things that happen don't actually need to be happening.
Exactly.
Like, okay, if you have a problem with the fact that no one can lift Thor's hammer other than Thor, you are missing so much more.
But with that being said, Age of Ultron, the seeing Captain America's shield being broken, looks like Hulk and Iron Man go at it.
What?
I mean... It just beautiful. It just looks unbelievable. It looks like it might actually have a really good story behind it.
And basing it off of the past movies that they've made, like, I have not been disappointed. Maybe some of the Iron Man movies I've been like, it could have been better, but whatever. But, like, I have never been like, oh, I can't watch this movie ever again because it sucks so bad. Every single one of these comic book heroes, like... I have been able to watch all of their movies once, watch it a second time, and watch it a third time. And then watch it again, and then watch the Avengers, and then watch all the movies, and then watch the Avengers again.
And I'll say this, they've gotten better from I guess what the first one would have been Hulk.
Yeah.
Started with Hulk, then Iron Man,
they've gotten significantly
Thor. They've just gotten better as each new one comes out.
Yeah.
And I already bashed on the movie guys that go watch it and say, oh, this isn't real. I'm going to bash on the comic book purist right now. Don't complain if it doesn't follow the comics perfectly. Yeah. Okay? Don't complain about it.
There are some things the movie's good without it, you know? It's a good story.
It's a movie that they're trying to push to the masses and not just a small cluster.
Exactly. So it has to have things that people outside of the comic book world can appreciate.
Exactly.
And that's fine. Because it's a good, solid movie. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't go see it.
Let's see. We're moving forward. We're moving through these all really fast.
Super quickly. Maybe we'll get through the whole year. Let's shoot for it.
Pitch Perfect 2.
Yes.
That comes out on May 15th. I did not see the first Pitch Perfect. All I heard about it was this Cup song that apparently came from it, and that was about it.
Which, I mean, okay.
Can you do it? Can you perform right now?
Okay.
Yeah, that's just horrible.
If you did watch the first Pitch Perfect movie, I think that you should see the second Pitch Perfect movie. The first Pitch Perfect movie, it's a good movie the first time you watch it. You have to be in the mood to watch it again. But I feel like they can either improve or really, really fail, and I don't see why you wouldn't at least check it out. It looks like it'll be pretty good.
So that's all you gotta say?
That's just me. I would go see it.
You got a girl's advice there, so...
I mean, a girl that kind of acts like a guy sometimes, so you're safe on both ends.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Then there's Mad Max. I'm not sure if it's a remake yet of the original Mad Max or if it's a completely new story. I haven't really watched the trailer, but it's Mad Max. You gotta go watch it.
I don't know.
As a guy, you gotta go watch it. It's
I don't
Mad
know anything
Max.
about it, but I see that Tom Hardy is in it, so I'm probably gonna go see it because that's totally how a woman would rate a movie. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hardy. Feminism and all that, but Tom Hardy is awesome, so...
May 29th, I'm going to have a little bit of a tough decision to make as to which one I want to see first.
Okay, about?
Between San Andreas, which is supposed to be based on the San Andreas fault line.
Yeah.
You know, big earthquake, of course, the big one.
Okay.
And then Insidious Chapter 3.
I would personally rather see Insidious Chapter 3.
Because the first two are so good.
San Andreas. I'm a chicken when it comes to horror movies. I really like the first two Insidious movies. Those are horror movies that I can watch again and again, even though I pee my bed every time I watch it.
Based on what they're saying, it's the prequel.
So it's basically what happens to the dad when he's a kid, right?
Let's see. It's a prequel set before the haunting of the Lambert family that reveals how gifted psychic Elise Rayner reluctantly agrees to use her ability to contact the dead in order to help a teenage girl who has been targeted by a dangerous supernatural entity.
So it's totally different, really. It's not... It's off of the story, but it explains the woman's past, which is that's awesome. And honestly, I don't really want to see another movie about a natural disaster. They've been good. They've been good to me. I like the movies, but I just...
What was the last...
Into the Storm.
Was it Into the Storm?
I think so.
With all the tornadoes?
Yeah, the one with all those tornadoes. I'm pretty sure it was Into the Storm.
That was an awesome
movie. That was a great movie. I don't really enjoy natural disaster movies.
I've never seen a movie where someone gets killed by being sucked up
Don't ruin it! Spoiler alert! Okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
So the guy gets sucked into a inferno tornado, so to say.
Yeah, he gets sucked into a flaming tornado. And it's like the last person that you want to die in the movie, but he dies anyway, so now you know.
Sorry about that. It was a good it was still a good movie.
Yes.
Entourage, the movie.
I never saw Entourage, the TV show. Is it based off of that? Or?
I think it is.
Film star Vince Chase and his cronies take on Hollywood.
So I think it's kind of loosely based off of it. But it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and see it. Oh my God!
Once again,
okay,
sorry for all the people that just got deaf.
June 12th, 2015, Jurassic World. Honestly, Age of Ultron has competition now, people. It really does. Jurassic World can either be the best movie of the year, or they can completely ruin movies that people from the 90s and 80s just grew up loving.
Correction. You ran out of the movie theater when you were younger.
Correction. I still love those movies, even though they scarred me for about 5 years of my childhood. I still love them now as an adult. I absolutely love those movies.
One of the things I'm looking forward to most with Jurassic World is the T-Rex Velociraptor hybrid dinosaur that they made.
I'm excited to see, based on, I guess, scientific development since the original Jurassic Park movies.
How they look.
How they make those look.
See,
because I don't know how many of you know, but Velociraptors are actually smaller than the ones that they depicted in the first movies. They're much more vicious. Their claws are sharper, you know? And then also, they may have had feathers. It would be amazing to see a T-Rex mixed with a Velociraptor with feathers that moves faster than a T-Rex with sharper claws. Like, oh my God.
That's amazing. That's terrifying.
That's okay, to be able to see that and know that it's never going to be able to kill you, that's amazing. But, personally. Hopefully they don't mess it up. They really probably could mess it up if they tried not enough, but Chris Pratt, good actor.
Oh, he was awesome.
He was awesome
as Star-Lord. Yeah. He was awesome.
So...
I'm really looking forward to Jurassic World. Really looking forward. June 12th. I can't come soon enough. Although I kind of have to wait for Age of Ultron first. But
I mean, it's good to have those little milestones. Like we get Age of Ultron, and then we get Jurassic World, and then you know what? We can just sleep after that.
No, I do like
because all is right.
I do like the fact that I understand it took them so long to make it. The only thing that's scaring me a little bit is that are they going to do what they did with the first three? And build a lot of the dinosaurs, or are they going to use a lot of? Are they going to be CGI heavy?
That's what I mean whenever I say they could really mess it up. Because honestly, if they do a lot of CG, I would kind of be disappointed. I mean, we grew up watching the ones where they actually like make a lot of it.
But if it looks good, I'll let it pass.
I don't know. Like, okay, so for me personally, it's distracting. Like, whenever... Okay, the original Ninja Turtles movies, right? I'm going to do this. I know people are probably going to hate me for this. The original Ninja Turtles movies. I love that they looked like they were real. They were, I mean, clearly the shells were made out of soft foam.
Yes.
But I loved that they looked like tangible, you know? But for me to see a lot of CGI, like in the newer Ninja Turtle movie, it was distracting for me. I love the movie, but it was just really distracting.
Transporter Legacy... We were just talking about Jason Statham earlier.
But he's not in this one.
No, they did. It's a complete reboot of the series with the new guy, and it's like,
why though?
You should just stopped at 3 with Jason Statham. It was good enough. You didn't have to reboot it. You didn't have to bring it in. It's kind. If you think about it,
it wore out its welcome when Jason Statham was in it. I don't think they needed to reboot it.
If you think about it, it's almost like what they did with the Bourne series. They made 3 with Matt Damon. Then they released the Bourne Legacy with Jeremy Renner and.
Honestly, it just wasn't as good as the originals because you build this relationship with the original guy, and then by the 3rd movie, you're like, okay, cool, we're not friends anymore. And so why do you want to be friends with a new guy who's just like him? You know what I mean?
Well, on the bright side, though, if this is following the path of the Bourne series, that means there's going to be a Transporter 5 with Jason Statham coming back.
Which, I mean, if that's the way that they decide to do it, I'll go see it, but I don't know.
Did you see the first Ted?
Yes, I did see the first Ted. I like the first Ted. It's another movie where, like, I watched it the first time, really cracked up. To watch it again, I have to really be in the mood. Yeah. But I'll probably definitely go see
look who's showing up in this one. Liam Neeson.
Oh, my God. Do you think Ted gets taken? Do you think he has to use his special set of skills to go find Ted in Europe?
That would be
I can totally picture this movie being like, okay, Ted went to Europe because he wanted to smoke pot legally, and then he gets taken.
He gets married.
Okay, so maybe him and his wife go on their honeymoon in Europe, and they want to smoke pot legally, and then they get taken by some drug dealers because Ted is just so darn cute, and his wife gets human trafficked, and then Liam Neeson has to use his special set of skills to find them. Who knows?
Can you see Ted using one of those lines where he calls someone and goes, I have a certain set of skills?
Yes, absolutely. And he'll probably be like calling his wife and they'll be flirting or being completely sexual. But you know what? Whatever.
There's July 3rd, Terminator Genesis.
Okay.
Arnold's back. He's back.
I'm down.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely down. He's got to say I'll be back at least once, though. And hasta la vista.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has to.
And if he doesn't, we're going to have a very angry review after that movie.
And of course, for the ladies, on 4th of July weekend, Magic Mike.
I'm not down for that movie. I saw the first one. The story was okay. Got distracted about, I don't know, like an hour into the movie. Not because of the guys, but just because I got so bored with that movie. I was just like, okay, I get it. The brother's making poor decisions. Sorry, spoiler alert. The brother's making dumb decisions. You're falling in love with Channing Tatum. Can the movie be over yet? We've already seen Matthew McConaughey's abs. It's just, it gets so old.
I thought the entire movie was supposed to be about Channing Tatum and Matthew McConaughey.
No, it's not. It's about, like, drugs and this girl falling in love with a stripper. Like, it's not. It was an okay movie. I have not seen it a second time, to be completely honest. Sorry, ladies.
The little child in me is going to be happy for July 10th.
Okay.
Because of Minions.
The adult in me is very happy that Minions is coming out because she is going to walk her butt with her debit card over to the movie theater and buy a ticket for that. I am so excited.
So, the Minions, I don't care if if they don't say a single word the entire movie, I'm looking forward just to see what type of trouble they get into.
Yeah, like if one of them magically ends up in a mason jar because they're doing some sort of shenanigan, the movie will be made for me. That is all I need. Nothing else.
That's gonna be a good movie. I'm pretty sure that's probably gonna be one of the top kids movies for this year.
I agree. Easily. I think that's like.
I could skip over this one because I haven't really seen much on the trailer or read up much on it. But Ant-Man, another Marvel movie, is going to be coming out this year, July 17th. I'm 50-50 on it, but because it's going to be tying into the future Avenger movies and stuff like that, and of course the already overhyped Captain America Civil War movie, I'm going to have to go watch it.
It's Captain America Civil War is overhyped, but I'm still excited to see it. Anyway, Ant-Man... I don't really enjoy Paul Rudd. Just the fact that his name is in the lineup for the stars in that movie kind of turns me off. But really? I'll think about seeing it. Just because I really appreciate Marvel.
On a quick segue there. So speaking of Captain America Civil War, so did you hear about the recent deal between Sony and Marvel where they're going to allow Spider-Man to be into the Avengers universe now?
Yes, okay. Spider-Man is now going to be a part of the Avengers universe.
Did you hear that
Andrew Garfield,
he's not going to be
the Spider-Man. That is distracting to me.
Did you hear why, though?
Why?
After The Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, it didn't do that well in theaters.
Yeah.
He completely bashed Sony on it. Like, he bashed them for why the movie was
a good movie, though. I mean...
But he bashed Sony.
He shouldn't have.
Sony's response is,
well, bye.
Okay, bye. We don't want you.
Like, we make plenty of money. Now you won't.
But
I mean, bad decision, Andrew, but I mean, whatever.
I guess... Now, I'm kind of interested now to see who's going to be the new Spider-Man now.
I just think it's so distracting. Like, people, which I guess people didn't understand, Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man... Not the same thing.
Not the same.
But people were already distracted by that, even though the Amazing Spider-Man did such a good job
I think the problem,
at being Spider-Man. But it's just distracting to just have another new
I think the reason why
Spider-Man character. I don't know. Maybe it's in a different...
It was because of how close the movies were to one another.
Yeah, like if it was a 20-year space, it wouldn't have been...
It wouldn't have been that bad. Even 10 years.
Yeah,
and
I think this may be too soon to have a new Spider-Man, but we'll see... Whatever, how it comes off.
Maybe we just never see his face and it's just some guy in a Spider-Man suit the entire time.
I don't see it being that easy, though.
Well, supposedly he's going to be introduced in the Captain America Civil War arc.
Yeah, I heard that.
So maybe that will be,
I just hope it's not some sort of like lame cameo. He just pops up at the end, kind of. I hope that's not how they choose to introduce him into the.
Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Here's another movie I haven't really heard much about. Pan.
I'm gonna have to read the synopsis on this one, guys. Sorry. The story of an orphan who is spirited away to the magical Neverland. There he finds both fun and dangers, and ultimately discovers his destiny to become the hero who will be forever known as Peter Pan.
So it's like the Peter Pan origin story.
Origin, guys. It's Peter Pan's origin. Anyway, sorry for anyone out there who actually says the word like that. I'm judging you, but whatever. This is another movie with Hugh Jackman in it. Rooney Mara's in it, which is cool. I mean, I'm down to see this movie. I just want to... Who's going to play Peter Pan?
That's a good question. We'd have to look into this some
more.
Well,
we're going to look that up.
Let's see who's going to play Peter Pan real quickly. Does it tell us?
Peter Pan is going to be played by Levi Miller.
Never heard of him.
Click on him. Go ahead and click on him. Okay, so Levi Miller is just a random kid, it looks like.
He really hasn't
been in anything. Okay, Terra Nova. He was in that movie. That wasn't really a big movie. I don't know if I extremely want to see this movie.
I guess this is going to be his first big role, so to speak.
I mean, it could be big. Let's wait and see. Huh?
Then, okay, many people might not know who Amy Schumer is.
Yes.
I have a celebrity crush on her.
Oh my god, obsessed. She's
awesome. I'm looking forward to Trainwreck.
She is a hot mess, and I think that a lot of women can relate to this. I'm speaking to specific friends, and you know who you are. I will text you later about the fact that you are a hot mess.
So you're going to have to tell that friend to listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
then, right?
I will. Tell all your friends, because I'm sure that we all know some girl who is absolutely insane. And that's fine. That's how we want it.
Trainwreck comes out on July 24th, and pretty much it's about this chick who likes to live the single life, but her life isn't as perfect as she thinks.
Because she is a hot mess. She's just sleeping with people and drinking alcohol. Welcome to American college.
So I'm looking forward to that one, just because it's Amy Schumer.
Yeah,
I don't care about anybody else. Poltergeist. They're remaking it, and based on the trailer... They have stuck really true to the overall plot of the original Poltergeist.
Honestly, if they don't stick true to the original Poltergeist, I think that they are going to bomb.
Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer, but what I'm saying is that if I think with remakes, if you get off of the original storyline too much, I think that you let a lot of people down, and I just think it's a bomb. I think it's awful. It makes no sense to go that far off of the original plot unless the original really sucked and you make it better, which rarely ever happens. Because if it's a classic and you're remaking it, you better stick pretty close to what they did in the original.
But I mean, based on the trailer alone, from what I've seen already, it looks really, really good, and they've stayed really close to it. Are you getting a phone call in the middle of a podcast?
I got a phone call in the middle of a podcast.
You know what happens when we get a phone call or something?
What happens when we get a phone call?
You're supposed to do a dare.
Okay, but my phone didn't go off.
It doesn't matter. You got distracted by it. You held it up.
I didn't get distracted by it. You got distracted by it. So technically the person who got distracted by the phone call...
The rules on the podcast is you never turn... You're supposed to leave the ringer all the way up. And if you get a call or a text message or anything like that, you got to do a dare.
But I didn't leave the ringer all the way up, though.
So...
My friend just heard all of that. Yes.
Which friend?
One of my classmates. I'm not going to voice the name, clearly.
So they're going to listen to the podcast?
Probably not.
They're like, what are they talking about?
They're probably like, what's happening?
What's going on here? But yeah, Poltergeist looks really good. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Definitely going to go watch it. August 7th, they got Fantastic Four reboot. And from what I'm understanding is that that's another one that they're going to try and bring into the Marvel universe as well.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen the trailer yet.
Me either.
But I'm willing to give this one a chance just because it's a reboot and they're going to try and fit it into the current universe that they've structured for the Avengers and everything.
I kind of enjoy that this one's going to be different than the original Fantastic. Last Fantastic, I did not like. The one with Jessica Alba. It was bad.
As much as I like Jessica Alba, I did not like the movie. I did not like that movie. Goosebumps. They're making a Goosebumps movie?
Yeah, they're making a Goosebumps movie because kids from the 90s and 80s who grew up watching Goosebumps can now afford their own movie tickets. So I think that there's a lot of kids out there, and by kids I mean people in their 20s and mid-20s, who are going to be very happy about this.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go see that. That one's coming out on August 7th. Same day as Fantastic Four. I guess I
might have to have a double feature or just pick one, which I'm not going to do.
And August 21st, Sinister 2.
Sinister 1 was absolutely amazing. Me and another friend of mine, actually, we used to live by the woods, and whenever we watched Sinister 1, and we had this amazing idea that after we watched Sinister 1, we would go walk in the woods at night, right? We ended up turning back as soon as we walked out my door. You know who you are. I hope you're listening to this, but, like, just don't walk in the woods after watching Sinister 1. And so because of that experience, I'm going to have to see Sinister 2. It was just a good, scary movie. I loved it.
And the last movie that we're going to do for this podcast episode is going to be Hitman Agent 47, which I will not go see.
I know nothing about it.
So I saw the very first Hitman movie. This is actually only the second one. The first Hitman movie...
I didn't see the first one.
It's based on a game. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was alright. You would think that when they make a sequel to it, they would try and bring back the same guy. No, they bring back somebody completely different. Movie looks like it's a complete mess. I'm not gonna... it just does not look right. It's one of those movies where they should have made one, be done with it, and move on.
Yeah, like I said, if the original sucks, revamp it. You know? If you're gonna make a second one, fix it. Don't make it worse. Yeah. So, I don't think I'll be seeing that one. I didn't see the first one, didn't hear good things about it, so that's it for me.
Yeah, so that's our movie review preview.
Yeah, movie preview review.
Whatever.
Movie pre-review. Okay, anyway.
But, hopefully...
Sorry we ended in August. Wish we could have gone through the rest of the year, but we don't have the time, unfortunately.
Or maybe we could have done it sooner, just done a little more in-depth with a couple of the ones coming out now. But,
yeah,
you know what? That'll make them want to tune in for our movie reviews when we actually watch the movies and then let them know if they should go see it or not.
Yeah, and maybe August we'll do another 6 months of movie review, preview, review.
Yeah, my brain hurts now from that long, complicated thing.
Yeah.
And let's hope Javi... comes back soon, so that way we can actually go back to our 2 guys and a podcast.
Or let's hope he doesn't, so we can go back to our 2 guys and a podcast. Oh, wait, I'm a woman.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, tune in some more. Check us out on our Facebook page, 2 guys and a podcast. 2 guys, a podcast, and, sorry. Can't do 2 guys and a podcast. Got 2 guys, a podcast, and.
Sometimes a woman.
Or whatever we feel like talking about.
Yes.
But yeah, check us out on our Facebook page. I'll definitely be uploading a list of all the movies coming out that we're probably going to be doing. You definitely going to have to do a dare now.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm never bringing my phone into a podcast ever again.
But yeah, we'll definitely put up a list of all the movies that we will be doing reviews on this year. And tune in next time.
Tune in next time.
See ya.
Thanks for listening, guys.